Hola, clase. This lesson was about prepositions, which are position words, you know, to the right of, to the left of, on top of, those kinds of things. And gerunds, which are ing words. So, prepositions, you pretty much just have to memorize these, but we made up some motions to help with that. In class, we used rubber duckies. Right now, I just have a ball. So I'll review some of the motions that we came up with. So the first word is entre, which means between. So we put it between our knees, entre. A la derecha, to the right. Enfrente de, in front of. Dentro de, in or inside. So we cupped it inside our hands. Abajo de, which is below or underneath. We put it underneath us. A la izquierda, to the left. En el medio, we put it right in the middle of our forehead. En el medio, in the middle. Al lado de, to the side of, or next to, either side. Sobre, the book says on or on top of, but Miss Crystal and I both felt like sobre is better, is more better described as above or over. So sobre, above or over, encima de, on top of. So I feel like the book kind of has those backwards. And then atrás or atrás de is behind. So those are all the prepositions. And then we just practiced, you know, filling them in and writing some sentences using those location words. That's page 42 and 43 in the book. Then on page 44 is the gerunds. So these are words like I am running, he is eating, they are sleeping. So we use our verb estar, which we learned a few weeks ago before Christmas break, but we've been reviewing it. So the forms of estar. Estar means to be. So it's like is or am or are. Those kind of like state of being. That state of being. So, yo estoy, I am. Tú estás, you are. Él or ella está, he or she is. Estamos, nosotros estamos, we are. Vosotros estáis, you all are. And ellos or ellas están. So you'll use one of those words, one of those forms of estar based on what the subject is. And then you'll put the verb with it. So if it's running or eating or sleeping, and you'll take the infinitive form of the verb, the AR, ER, or IR form, you'll drop the AR and add ando, A-N-D-O, for AR verbs. And for ER and IR verbs, you'll drop the ER or IR and add yendo, which is I-E-N-D-O. So the examples here are caminar, which means to walk. You take off the AR and add ando, you're left with caminando, walking. Okay, caminar, to walk, caminando, walking. Estoy caminando, I am walking. Estás caminando, you are walking. Él está caminando, he is walking. And then aprender, the other example, ER verb here. So aprender, to learn, minus the ER, plus yendo, aprendiendo, learning. Yo estoy aprendiendo español. I am learning Spanish. ¿Estás aprendiendo español? Are you learning Spanish? So then, on the bottom of the second half of the page there, you have the verb in the AR, ER, or IR form, and you have to change it to the ando or yendo form. And then the next page is just more practice of that. It's ¿qué haces? What are you doing? That's a good question to know. ¿Qué haces? What are you doing? And then the answers, you fill in the blank, or not fill in the blanks, but you create the sentences. So like number 1's done for you. El and escribir, that means he, and to write. So you write a sentence using those two words in the gerund form. So like he is writing is what they're going for. Él está escribiendo. So continuing on, page 45. Yep, and so that's it for the prepositions and the gerunds. Adios.